everyone!
What's up?
Today we are answering a bunch of van life questions.
Yeah, van life questions, relationship questions, just a chance for you to get to know us a little bit better.
Yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. We're already getting juicy. How much do we typically spend in a month?
Yeah, how much do we spend?
It varies very much, but I would say that it would be between $1,800 to $3,000 a month. It depends on the month, obviously, and it depends on what we're doing. We try to keep it as low as possible, but that doesn't always happen as we hope it does.
We like our pizza and craft beer, what can we say?
Yeah, we eat out more than we should, but ideally we'd be spending $1,500, less than $2,000. Just keep that in mind that it depends on the lifestyle you're living. If you're not eating out a lot, you're cooking majority of the time, you can keep it pretty low. And also a big expense for us is how much gas money we spend.
Yeah.
We travel so much that is one of our biggest expenses. What's the hardest thing that you've done on the road?
The hardest thing I've done on the road is run a half marathon. We trained to do a full marathon and we started from couch to out running. It was fun and we had a great time, but that was definitely the hardest thing I've done while traveling.
It was fun enough that Reed is training for a marathon right now, actually.
Yeah, just started this past month. So if you want to follow my running journey, we're definitely going to drop a video about that coming up in the future for sure.
Yeah.
Weird van life habits you've picked up that you do now on the road that you didn't do before.
Weirdest habit on the road. Oh, I guess baby wipe showers. Like sometimes, you know, when you can't get to an actual, shower because we don't have one in the van, we have an outdoor shower, but we only use that on certain occasions. Sometimes you gotta get clean. And so we'll either do like a baby wipe shower or you'll do a sink shower. And so that is definitely the weirdest habit.
That's not weird, that's necessary.
Scariest van life moment.
The scariest van life moment we've had, or that I think so far, was when we were in the panhandle of Florida. We didn't feel comfortable sleeping on the beaches in Pensacola. We didn't want to get a ticket, so we drove like an hour north towards Mystic Springs. And it sounds really cool, and then you pull up at night and it's all foggy and rainy and it's a river running through that's swampy and there's gators. And it's just kind of creepy. You go through a rundown trailer park, and nothing is trailer parks, but this one was like super rundown. Just set the scene for an interesting night. We kind of got in late, let Bella out, went back inside, watched a movie, went to sleep, and then somewhere in the middle of the night, we heard like the door try to open. Thankfully the lock sound didn't come in, but that first sound, like somebody tried to come in, we both opened up our eyes and we're like, oh crap, did somebody just try to break in? And Denise jumped out of bed and started peeping through the windows up front, and I was looking through the windows in the back, and we didn't see anybody, and it's still just raining lightly outside. It's very foggy and misty. It's just very, very, very spooky. And we end up laying there for like another 2 or 3 hours wide awake thinking like, should we leave here? We didn't know where to go. Are we making a mistake by staying here? What is your favorite state that you've been to, Denise?
I love Oregon. I love the Pacific Northwest. Honestly, even before we got on the road, I would have dreams about somewhere like Oregon or Washington. I didn't know that it was Oregon or Washington when I had those dreams. I had these ideas and dreams about places that were super green, super lush, and then we get to Oregon and I'm walking these trails and there are waterfalls all over the place and it just felt alive. There was water everywhere and I loved that about it.
Swimming.
Yeah.
Nice cold snow melt.
Yeah, it was a very special time. I'm gonna stick with my answer. Oregon is the place to be.
My favorite state is Vermont. Just one big rolling green mountain. What is there not to like? I love how rural it feels. A small town, no billboards. It just feels different. I want to go back.
I do too. What is your favorite national park that we visited?
My favorite national park by like geological features would be Bryce Canyon. I love hoodoos. I got a thing for hoodoos. That was really cool, just the different orange and reddish tones throughout the whole canyon and just seeing how vast it was, the different angles, the hikes were really cool. I want to go back for the night skies there and do some astrophotography or just stargaze because they have the darkest skies in North America that can be reached by paved road.
And if you're wondering what a hoodoo is, this is a hoodoo.
Where do you want to take the van the most? Overseas or
overseas
or Canada or South America? I guess just anywhere. Where do you want to take the van most outside of the U.S.?
Oh, outside of the U.S. I really, really, really want to take the van to Canada. I also really wanted to do an Alaska trip, but the more I think about it, the more I would love something a little more rugged, 4x4, to do a trip like that, but I still really want to go to Alaska. It's hard asking that question because I want to go everywhere.
I know, you're just going to start naming all the places. I want to go around Australia in a van. That'd be cool.
Yeah. I also do want to take the van into Central America.
Hopefully next year, yeah.
That's something I really want to do too. So the sky's the limit. When we talk about where we want to take the van is the most feasible kind of travel for us to do with two animals. We want Rita and Bella to have a home base wherever we go. And for me, that answer is everywhere.
Speaking of Bella and Rita, if you can see Rita right there, we open up the back doors so that way she can look out and she's laying in the sun. Next question. Drum roll, please.
You have to move to one country and spend the rest of your life there. Where would you go?
One country, rest of my life. I can't move anywhere else. I have to stay there.
Yeah.
I want to say Costa Rica. That's the first answer that comes up. But no. There's somewhere else. There's somewhere else. There's somewhere else. New Zealand.
New Zealand?
Just kidding. Final answer. Italy. Pasta. I love pasta.
Yeah, you do love pasta.
I mean, yeah, Tuscany, you got the coastline, you got some mountains, you got a beautiful language, beautiful food, people that take pride in their cooking.
This wasn't the question, but I'm gonna answer anyway. How did we fall in love? What?
How we fall in love? I followed her out to Rome, and we had a great time in Italy for 10 days, and that was when we would consider ourselves official. We've been dating for like a month, and she invited me, and then she got scared when I said yes, but ultimately it's because she knew I was serious, and so then she got serious too afterward. Maybe one day we'll go back and Denise will propose and we'll have like
yeah.
a 3-year honeymoon in Italy.
That would be amazing, right?
Yeah.
That's the short version. If you want the long version and you really want to know the ins and outs of how we met and everything, let us know in the comments, and we maybe will dedicate a full video to relationship questions, to how we met, all those kind of questions. So if you're interested in that, let us know in the comments and like this video, and then we'll make a whole part 2 just relationship edition.
What was your first impression of me? Moi.
My first impression of him was that he was cute.
There you go.
Something about you just made me want to talk to you.
Nice. My first impression of Denise was that she was very brave and independent and beautiful.
Thank you. Van life is
awesome. Van life is hard. Van life is stinky. Van life is sweet. It's a lot of fun. It's unpredictable. If you had to sum up van life in one word, what would it be?
I'd say rewarding.
Rewarding.
Either life-changing, I guess that's like hyphenated, life-changing. It's a catalyst, it is. It's been the catalyst to making these lifelong friendships. It's been the catalyst to us starting this channel. It's been the catalyst to you running a marathon. It's been the catalyst to so many different things.
Yeah, to different mental, physical, eating habits, all kinds of different habits that we're trying to build, and just giving us a new worldview. Lots of unique experiences. What is your ideal proposal? Don't read mine.
Oh, I'm reading Reed's because Reed wrote an answer to this. You wanna propose to me on top of a mountain.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing about traveling in a van with me, and your least favorite thing about traveling in a van with me?
My favorite thing about traveling with you is that you are very thoughtful when it comes to doing stuff for us. I've rarely had to dump the toilet. I've rarely had to dump the gray water.
Rarely had to do Rita's litter.
I'm answering.
Oh, sorry.
I rarely have to do Rita's litter. And you also keep in mind like things that I just don't think about a lot. Like, oh, we need to get our oil changed. And you also like do majority of the driving. So I'm kind of like a passenger princess, just bopping about.
Spoiled over here. Jeez.
I am spoiled. My least favorite thing about being in a van with you is that you hover over my shoulder sometimes.
Spoiled. That's what comes with the perks of being spoiled. Sometimes you get micromanaged too.
He does. He micromanages me when I drive, and he micromanages me like when I'm doing stuff. Like when I'm cooking, he's always like, "What's that? What's that?" But honestly, I have it pretty good overall. I will say.
I'd say so.
What's your favorite thing to cook in the van?
My favorite thing to cook in the van is the easiest thing to cook in the van. Ramen or quesadillas is my favorite thing to cook in the van because it's real easy, peasy, lemon squeezy. Or chickpea salad sandwiches, those are easy too. Anything.
I mean, you make a good chickpea salad sandwich, so.
Yeah, I like easy things, quick, fast. Peanut butter jelly with bananas. Peanut butter honey with bananas, actually. Next to jelly. Is traveling with pets worthwhile?
Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely.
Even how they tie you down and limit you from backpacking across the country?
Of course there's going to be pros and cons with traveling with pets, but would I give back seeing my cute little cat behind me laying in the sun?
Or seeing her
and
climb
basking,
up trees.
watching her climb trees, watching them get so excited when we open the doors. Like, they give us such a source of entertainment. Not that their job is to entertain us, but they do. They give us so much entertainment.
Yeah.
They're so interesting. They intrigue us. I'm like, I can't wait until we let Rita out of the van. I can't wait until Bella sees this place. I can't wait, da-da-da-da. Seeing the world through their eyes is really special. It does, of course, limit us. There are places I want to travel, and we're going to have to make it work, and we're going to make it work and make sure that they're comfortable doing so. But I will say that it has affected how we travel.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
We probably would have been traveling abroad internationally like right away instead of doing the van. So honestly,
Yeah.
they pretty much are the reason.
They're the reason we're in the van.
Yeah, we wouldn't be doing van life without them. So thank you, Bella. Thank you, Rita. Who initiated van life?
That was all me, baby. I initiated van life. Reed and I started talking about traveling again, and I think we both thought it was going to be a short-term thing. Like, let's travel for 3 months. Let's just go on more trips. Let's find out how to incorporate travel more into our lives. But I don't think you foresaw it being a permanent, like, full-time thing.
Yeah.
But when I found van life, I dove in, and I saw people doing it for years. I think the road was such a foreign idea to us. The road. What's it mean to live on the road? What's it mean to live in a van? And it was 2018 when we were thinking about it. So there weren't as many channels out. We didn't know what the heck it was going to look like. I just felt like it was the right move. And I think you were more hesitant because Reed was a 2-shower a day kind of person, and now we go a week plus sometimes without a shower, and that's just life on the road, you know. Last thing I had to say on that was that it was something that I definitely I was so excited. I was all in 100%, and that's my personality more. And Reed was more like, logistics, what's this mean, da-da-da, we're gonna build it out. We don't have building experience, what are we gonna do? Had all these questions, and I'm such a big picture thinker that I was like, nah, we're just gonna do it. And so we've needed each other along the way.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you gotta be a skeptic, and then other times it's not necessary.
This is true. What's your favorite thing about living in a van with me?
My favorite thing about living in a van with you is that you like to cook a lot, and you're not as lazy as a cook as I am. I am a very, very lazy cook.
That has nothing to do with the van.
Yeah, well.
In a home, I would cook for us too. Besides cooking, what's your favorite thing about living in a van with me?
My favorite thing about living in a van with you is being able to wake up somewhere new and go for a nice little morning stroll or an evening stroll together in a new place and watch the sunrise or sunset in some foreign place that's just gorgeous with greenery and flowers and the ocean and mountains. And it's just very romantic. I like our little romantic walks.
What's your least favorite part of living in a van with me?
My least favorite thing about Denise.
Not about me! About living in a van with me, man!
My least favorite thing about living in a van with you is that you always want to drive here and then drive back there and then drive here and like go. For instance, she wants to go down to Cabo and she's like, it's on the way. And I'm like, no, it's not. We're going back to the States. How is Cabo? How is South? in any way on the way. No.
It's just an hour out of the way.
Yeah, just an hour,
not a big
which,
deal.
you know, round trip, that's 2 hours out the way. Which we're trying to get back.
I'm sure there's other questions. I can't think of them right now, but why don't we do this? If you have a question for us, leave it in the comment section. We're gonna collect all those questions.
We'll do it live and we'll ask them directly, or we'll answer them directly to you.
Yeah, we'll do it live.
Yeah.
We did our first live a couple weeks ago. It was so much fun.
Yeah,
if you were there,
we had a good time.
thank you.
Thank you.
If you were not there, we're gonna be doing them more often. So please ask us questions below and we will make a point of answering them.
That's right, y'all.
Thank you all for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got some insight on us. We just want you to get to know us a little better, and we want to get to know you better. So come to our lives.
We'll catch you out there.
Bye, y'all. Also, we are packing up and we are moving back into the van. That's why we don't have any sheets on our bed. Our next video is going to be all about us starting our trip back north to Colorado. So stay tuned for that video if you're interested to know what that journey is going to be like. And that's all I got to say. Peace and love.